June 28, 1914. Sarajevo, the restless capital of Bosnia and Herzegovina, annexed just 6 years earlier by the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The morning sun glints off the spires of mosques and cathedrals alike, and the city crackles with the anticipation of history. For on this day, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the imperial throne, is descending upon the city with his wife Sophie. His visit is both a diplomatic mission and a calculated display of imperial power, but neither he nor the empire realize how fragile the veneer of authority truly is. At 10 o'clock, Franz Ferdinand's motorcade makes its way down Sarajevo's Apel Quay. The Archduke sits in an open-topped touring car, garlanded by local officials, the blue sashes of royalty unmistakable against the summer air. The people lining the boulevards wave and shout, a mixture of genuine curiosity and cautious reserve. It is, after all, a tense time. The winds of nationalism haunt the city, and the imperial presence is a daily reminder of foreign control. But the Archduke is undeterred. He is a man of principles, stubborn and sincere, known privately for his impatience with courtly rituals and his vehement opposition to escalating conflict in the Balkans. Beside him, Sophie, the Duchess of Hohenberg, smiles patiently, honored at last to be by her husband's side in a public event. Hidden in the crowds, however, a half-dozen conspirators steel themselves for action. Members of a shadowy group called the Black Hand, radical Serb nationalists, their pockets heavy with pistols and bombs, wait at strategic spots along the Archduke's route. Their goal, to kill Franz Ferdinand and send a message that would reverberate far beyond Sarajevo's walls. Nedeljko Kabrinović, a gaunt young man with fevered eyes, glimpses the motorcade as it approaches. He fumbles a crude grenade from his jacket, calls upon his courage, and hurls the device. It bounces off the folded roof of the Archduke's car, exploding against the tire of the trailing vehicle. The blast wounds a half-dozen bystanders and officers, but Franz Ferdinand, unharmed, pushes forward, his eyes wide not with fear, but with a rising anger at the state's failure to protect him. Police swarm the scene. The motorcade accelerates, racing toward the governor's residence. Sarajevo buzzes with panic, the taste of cordite in the air, but the Archduke is indomitable. He insists, against the advice of his entourage, upon visiting the injured at the hospital. His compassion, in the end, will prove fateful. Yet somewhere on the labyrinthine streets, a final conspirator awaits. Gavrilo Princip, 19 years old, impoverished, gaunt, and burning with revolutionary zeal. Earlier, he'd watched the failed assassination attempt unfold, despairing, as his moments seemed lost. He wanders to the corner of Franz Josef Street, stopping outside Schiller's Delicatessen, ordered a sandwich, and pondered the futility of his cause. But fate, in its perverse humor, soon intervenes. Unaware of the new route scrambled by security, the Archduke's driver turns onto the very street where Princip stands. Realizing the error, the driver attempts to reverse, but the car stalls directly in front of the would-be assassin. Principal steps forward, pistol raised. 2 shots crack through the morning. The first pierces Sophie, killing her almost instantly. The second strikes the Archduke in the neck. He gasps, clutching his wife's hand, his uniform blooming dark.
"Sophie, don't die. Stay alive for our children."
But within minutes, both are dead. Chaos grips Sarajevo. Princip is wrestled into custody, his face bloodied by the mob. News spreads swiftly, shattering the fragile peace. The Austro-Hungarian Empire reels in shock, the world's great capitals buzzing with rumors of revenge and retaliation. But the true consequences are only just beginning. Viennese ministers, eager for retribution, issue an ultimatum to Serbia, a list of humiliating demands. Serbia, bolstered by Russia, offers compromise, but Austria is in no mood to negotiate. Within weeks, secret alliances are activated, mobilizations ordered. The flames of nationalism, imperial ambition, and old vendettas ignite into open war. By the end of summer, Europe is engulfed in conflict. What began as a single act of violence on a Sarajevo street is now a world at war, a conflict that will consume empires, redraw borders, and lay waste to a generation. The assassination of Franz Ferdinand was intended as a cry for national self-determination. It became the gunshot that heralded the world's descent into the abyss of the First World War.